Now's the time of year to be getting your supports in for tall growing herbaceous plants such as these delphiniums and flowering thistle. It's a good time of year to get these in before they start getting above the level of the support you're putting. You really want to get these well supported at a low level before any strain or wind starts doing damage to the flowering spikes, which are going to emerge from these quite early on over the next couple of weeks. If you've got block paving pathways like this that you've cleared out earlier in the season, do give them a going over again at this time of year. With the warm weather and the rain, a lot of seeds are starting to germinate. My favourite tool for this is a little draper. It's actually used for cement. It's a little trowel, but it's got a lovely handle on it, and it's just right for getting down in between these narrow paving slabs and getting these little seedlings out. It's particularly good to get these going before things like dandelion, thistle get their permanent roots down. You can just loosen everything up, cut them off, and then brush them away. Keeps these paths looking nice and bright with a decent edge. And then I just go over them with a brush, removing all the loose stuff that I've taken off. Just gives them a cared for look rather than full of weed, which can be a problem at this time of year as stuff's growing so quickly. If you grow asparagus in your garden, now's the time of year to start picking. It grows so quickly. We've missed the boat with a few of these. You can still use these spikes if you just take the tips off, but with young plants it's best to leave the thinner growths to get away and start putting some energy into the crowns. But just look at these, absolutely at the right level for cutting. We'll just get those with a nice knife just below the soil level and they should be delicious. We'll pick these now on a regular basis, check the plants every couple of days. They come up very quickly in the warm wet weather, and we can go on picking for a good 4 to 6 weeks. Herbs are growing away at a rate of knots as well in this warm May weather. This thyme's ready for a good haircut, and we'll pick this while it's in this nice green state of growth. We've already harvested quite a bit of this earlier in the season and dried one crop off, but it's best to take it while it's in full growth, and you can dry that very easily over the course of 2 or 3 days, and then just pull the fine leaf off the stem and have dried thyme ready to use in the kitchen. This is golden marjoram. Again, this dries well, can also freeze it, but again it's a good idea to crop this while it's in good young growth, as the oil levels and general herbiness of it's going to be at its peak. And just look at these chives coming into flower. Everything there is edible, but again, cut these regularly before they start getting woody and the whole lot can be used. Also got a lovely young crop of French tarragon coming up here. Again, that's just at its best now. Leave it too long and it's going to start getting woody and you can't use the whole stem. So we're going to make some dishes with that. And in the background, a little flat leaf parsley. Again, that's going to run to seed very quickly if we don't start cutting that and using it regularly. So do use your herbs that you've grown, gone to all this trouble. Now's the time that they're just at their best in the garden, and you should be picking them regularly to make the absolute most of them.